Morning. My name is Scheller. I'm the chairman of the Stewardship Drive. And for those of you who don't know, we are in the midst of our annual Stewardship Drive, which for this church means that it's a time when we ask all of our members to fill out one of these little green cards that's in your pews, which indicates to us what kind of financial resources you might be able to pledge to us for next year. One of the things that we've done since the start of this stewardship drive is we found it to be very important that we would have folks stand up here and talk with you, lay people, members, who bear witness to the wonderful things the church has done, how it's impacted their lives and the lives of their families. And it's, I think, important during this stewardship time that we have a balance between focusing on money that we need to raise for next year, but also it's a good time to take stock in the mission and our accomplishments. And I'm very happy today because the person behind pulling these folks together and having these membership or stewardship moments is Eason. So it's quite fitting that today's stewardship moment is none other than Eason.
Good morning. Thank you, Brad. It's nice to see so many friendly faces out there. This morning I have a few confessions to make, 4 actually. Does everyone recognize this guy? Well, unfortunately for Genevieve, after we got married, she learned that I'm that guy. She's nodding her head. At Christmas time, I'm a Grinch. Fresh garland wreath on the front door. What's wrong with the artificial one we have yet? Gifts for every relative. Don't we all have too much stuff already? So why am I telling you this? Well, my second confession is, believe it or not, I can be a Grinch at church too. Especially in the fall when the stewardship campaign kicks off. For example, at coffee hour, I keep my radar up and make sure I maintain a safe distance from the stewardship board chairs. Sorry, Steve, Brad, that you're not so popular with the Grinches like me. At least if cornered, I'll carry on a conversation, unlike when the telephone solicitors call, who only get about 3 words out before I respond with a cheerful no thank you and click. Which brings me to my third confession, which I think about how much to pledge. My focus is usually, what do I get out from the church, and what's that worth to me? The positives I typically think about are, what a lovely music program we have. The amazing mission trips my teenage daughters get to go on. And Arnold's powerful sermons. But then I think of deductions. I don't attend every Sunday. My kids are outgrowing Sunday school, etc., etc., etc. Even with my cheapskate, what's in it for me thinking, I get so much out of this church, and I know I should be pledging a meaningful amount. But you know what? I'm also very good at coming up with reasons why this year just isn't the year to really step up my giving. So, over the years, my pledges are always at a little bit of a discount where they should be. I've shortchanged the church. So now you're really thinking, poor Genevieve, she really does live with the Grinch. But I wore my Christmas tie this morning so that you know that there is a happy ending. But first, my 4th and final confession, which explains why I pledge at a discount. Because frankly, I don't overly worry about the church's finances. Sure, I know it takes a lot of money to provide all the important services that we do, but I think someone else, I'm sure, will step up with a big pledge to pay for it all. And of course, those people on the trustees and the executive board, they always find a way to take care of the budget. But like the Grinch's encounter with little Cindy Lou Who, I've had my own aha moment. As many of you know, Genevieve is on the Vision Task Force. And through their work, I've gotten to see the church through a new perspective. Our church's mission is powerful and real, to provide hope, healing, and help so lives and communities may be transformed. Our church lives that promise and fulfills that mission every day. And we do it together as a church body. If we tried as individuals, there's no way we could have the impact that we do. Life's challenges are just too hard. For our church to fulfill that mission for future generations, we need new families joining our church. We need to fill these pews, which is why we are seeking a new full-time staff member to be the Director of Family and Children's Ministries, so we can care for the needs of young families in our community. So I've realized that pledging is not about what I get from the church, it's what I can give to the church. And it's not those people's responsibility to pledge as much as we can. It's all of our responsibility to do the best with the resources God has given us. This isn't a church, this is our church. We are the church. You are my church family. With that in mind, my family has embraced the pledging goals of the Stewardship Board this year to make a double-digit increase in the size of our pledge and take a step up the stewardship ladder that you've all seen. I believe in this church's mission. I'm amazed at what we do, what you do, each and every day. And as this year's stewardship theme states, I'm thrilled to be investing in our future. So when I made my pledge this year, I wasn't just happy, I felt joyous. And like the Grinch, I think my heart grew 3 sizes that day.
Well, that was terrific, and thank you. And now you can see why Rob Eason's on the Stewardship Committee. So let me get to a couple numbers to share with you. We have reached about 60% of our goals for this year. So we're moving up the steeple. Our aim is to get up all the way up to the tip top. So we're at 60%. This is coming from about 50% of our members. So about half the members have contributed and gotten us to 60%. So if you do some real quick rough math, it says if the other 50% contribute, we're going to make our goal, which is a terrific way to look at it. Another way to consider it is that of the folks who have pledged, the percent increase is in the double digits. So that's another great testament to our church and our mission. For those of you who have already pledged, I feel like I have to preach it to the choir here. Thank you very much. For those of you who haven't, if you would take a moment, these are in your pews, and if you could put them into the offering plate when that comes around, that'd be terrific. The other thing I should mention is that we have, through our communications, started to record these mission or these stewardship moments. So they are now on our website. We've got our own YouTube channel, and they come out in the e-news every week. So for those who have missed some of these terrific stewardship moments, I encourage you to watch them and spread the word. So thank you very much.